Hello again, guys. This is the gig, man. Early in the morning, so I'm gonna be talking quiet. I just want to show you a couple things. Uh, the subject has been up: cherry picking or no. I say yes, and I'll give you just a little example. This is my rating. This is my acceptance rate, completion rate, on time early percentage, and total lifetime DoorDash deliveries. Now, let me just show you something right quick. I just want to go through a couple of pictures that I took in terms of some deliveries that I declined and accepted. This is a no-go. No. I sit in my spot, and when I see stuff like this, don't get desperate, guys and girls. Don't get desperate. You gotta just keep scrolling through, rejecting stuff like this. Now, let me tell you about this one. So, I was suspicious of this one anyway. I looked at the mileage, and I'm like, okay, 4 miles, $8. Let's take a look at this. So when I took a look at it, I noticed that one of them was $2. When they do that to you, you have a decision to make. You can either do what I did, which I unassigned the $2 order. Let me just go back on here. And I did the $6 order, which wasn't far at all. It was actually going to a school, and the office is right there as soon as you go through the door. So I delivered that real quick. And I had this one with that. See, when you unassign, you got to realize that when you get rid of the trash, the treasure comes sometimes. So when I got rid of that $2 trash, I got this one going. You'll see me an additional 1.8 miles from the school, $6.25. Now in this area, some of the $6 and $6.25 deliveries, they have hidden tips on them, like the even numbers, and the only odd number that I noticed is the $6.25. Here's another one that I rejected. I wouldn't even take that. Like, normally in the morning, I'm a little less picky, but I wouldn't even take that in the morning. Now, moving right along. There's another one. So, now, here's the thing. When I was cherry picking, a lot of what was coming after that, it was coming so fast between DoorDash and Grubhub that I was just taking it, and I didn't take any pictures of it. But most of these orders are pretty much orders that I rejected. You know, like I said, I took this one, wrong picture. I took this one, and I also took half of this one. It was $6. It was going like 2 miles, 2.2 miles. Then they added the Burger King I just showed you, which was 1.8. Now, mind it, after that, I was finding deliveries so quick that I didn't take pictures. And I got a Walgreens that was $7.50 going 1.5 miles, but I didn't accept it because I don't really like to shop in Walgreens at night. Now, in my area, I don't know about your area, but they'll send you to a Walgreens with the desperados, as I like to call them, Pookie, Ray Ray, whatever you want to call them, Juju. But a lot of times, for some reason, they'll basically send you to these shopping centers like Walmart. No way. Like, I rarely take any Walmart. Now, I'm thinking about doing Spark, but I rarely take any Walmart. But they'll send you to these Walgreens in these questionable areas with these panhandlers outside and all of these people looking to make trouble for you. So knowing that, you have to know your area. You have to know, okay, this is a good restaurant, but I don't go here at night. Because I know y'all heard about the off-duty police officer. Where that Buffalo Shack was, it's not like where the actual restaurant is not like the worst area, but it's close to a worse area. It's close to a bad area. And you have to know what the desperados like to eat, because you might have to reject some of those orders if you live in Milwaukee, in St. Louis, Pedro Santiago. I'm sure he knows this. I like his videos. I like his ride-alongs. Like St. Louis can be like that too. Detroit, Chicago, all these places, like especially the Midwest, like the Midwest, parts of the South, parts of everywhere. But you have to know where the desperados like to eat. So then when you get these orders, you cherry pick these orders away. Like you cherry pick them away. Like if I get a Red Lobster and it says 11 miles, where Red Lobster is kind of in the suburb. And it says 11 miles. I'm like, oh, this is probably going to the hood. So I'll decline it for that reason. I don't want no drama. Because in Milwaukee, drama turns into feuds. So, that gotta be part of your strategy here. You have to be willing to decline orders, cherry pick orders for safety reasons also. So, in certain restaurants like JJ's Fish, I know who like JJ's Fish. I like JJ's Fish, but I know who else like JJ's Fish. And like sometimes I'll be like, the payout is kind of high. Let me see where it's going. And if it's going to Menominee Falls, if it's going to one of these places, I might keep it on there. If it's going to like a residential homeowner, working class neighborhood, I mean, like, you know what, I'm gonna keep this. But if I look on there and it's going to what we call in Milwaukee the trays or one of these type of area, I gotta cherry pick it. And that's why, like, some people can tell you, like I say, Pedro is in St. Louis. St. Louis is kind of the same as Milwaukee. Like St. Louis might be getting a little better through the years than Milwaukee, but it's some of the same things, some of the same challenges. And one of the challenges that if they make us employees, that means that some of us gonna have to deliver to these hoods and not get no tip. So it's not gonna be an option for some of us. But nonetheless, I just wanted to give you some examples of how I cherry pick. My minimum dollar amount is $4. But if it's $4, I'm not going to wait for it, like I told you in previous videos. And it has to be going extremely short distance. Extremely short distance. But other than that, like the main thing I like to look at is distance. Because I want to get back to my spot as quick as possible. And like if I take something that's going to an unsafe area, or they try to attach what I call a little baby piece of money. If they try to attach a little baby to a decent order, take it right off so I can get and cherry pick the better orders. And I've been doing this DoorDash and all this since I think February of 2019. But I've been doing delivery. I work for Domino's, which you don't have no say. Pizza Hut, paper routes, all types of delivery. Delivery is the wave of the future, because as people get more comfortable, they're not going to want to leave their house. And there's room for mom and pop gig. So you might want to consider that in your city. You know, I got some stuff up my sleeve that I'm not going to reveal on YouTube. But nonetheless, that's all I have to say. This is the gig, man. Gigging it up out here. I'm up early because I want to get started early. And yeah, I'm a cherry picker. And once again, I done mentioned Pedro like 3 times. Because like I said, we got similar situations, circumstances in our areas. I don't believe in the top dasher. Let me tell you a story. So I said, let me see how this top dasher works. Now, I can dash now, I think because of my rating. But, you know, my acceptance rate ain't high enough, but I still can dash now. So, matter of fact, I can show you. Watch this. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back. Okay, you see my acceptance rate ain't high enough, right? Let me see. Oh shoot, I can't show you because I'm on the phone basically. That I could have showed you. My bad. But anyway, that's the reason why I cherry pick. That's one of the reasons. And we got a bunch of cheap bastards in our area. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know, we got some cheap people in my area. And so, yeah, cherry picking. Picking the cherries, you know, for that reason. Safety, cheapskates, cheap chumps, whatever you want to call them. You know, I'm not taking every. As a matter of fact, oh yeah, let me tell you the story. So I was trying to reach Top Dasher just to see how it go, right? They start navigating me towards the hood. Remember I told y'all about the trays? I'm on a street called Galena. One of the worst areas. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get it over with. So I had 2 deliveries in that same area. A lot of shootings, a lot of robberies, a lot of crime. I look later on, it says contract violation. So I called, I said, he told y'all I didn't do his delivery? They said, well, yeah, one of the customers, they wouldn't tell me which customer. I knew it had to be one of those 2 sketchy hood deliveries. So I'm like, all right, bet. I said, see, that's why I don't be doing this stuff. Because of that. And so I went right back to my cherry picking, and that's where I'm going to stay. That's where I'm going to stay until I'm not doing this no more. I got my spot, and my spot takes me to all different areas, mostly safe, mostly homeowner, some of them is cheap too, but my chances of getting good tips are much better in that area. And I get a lot of them short, Eli-ish type runs. $8 going 1 mile, 2 miles. $9 going 3 miles. I get them Minneapolis type runs because of the sweet spot that I'm in. And I heard DoorDash class, like same thing with him. He goes to the suburbs, but it's kind of the same thing. He probably goes to the suburbs because he knows that if he goes to Detroit, it ain't happening. That 200-300 probably ain't gonna happen. You know, certain parts of Detroit. I've been to Detroit. I spent one time I was there for like 2 or 3 weeks. But You know, these are the reason why I cherry pick. Right here. What else? There's certain restaurants that I blacklist at certain times of day, but not all day. Like Wingstop, Buffalo Wild Wings. I'm not doing no DoorDash for neither one of those at night unless it's $20. Where my wait, which I'm gonna wait, is gonna be worthwhile. Wingstop, I go there all day before 3 o'clock. Little Caesars, I blacklist at night because of the crowd that's in there. You're standing too close. They be too hostile. They be getting mad at them workers, mad at each other. I don't go there past maybe 1 in the afternoon. Like I said, Wingstop, Buffalo Wild Wings, no nighttime. Wendy's, like in my area, you can get through that drive-through pretty fast. So for some runs, like short distance runs, high paying runs, McDonald's, Wendy's, I'll do. But if I get in that line, like let's say, excuse me, burp. Let's say I take one of those $4 going 0.8 miles. And I get in the line that's not moving fast enough, unassigned. I'm unassigning. Giving room for the next. See, well, we ain't gonna get in a relationship. You gotta go to my other channel for that. But you don't want to waste time with trash. This is our lives. This is our livelihood. If they want to shortchange us, anybody want to shortchange you in any way, don't waste too much time. Move on. But that's all I had. Video getting kind of long. This is the gig, man. I have another channel that I had linked to my other phone. I made Wi-Fi some videos on there. I don't know. But for some reason, like these channels that I talk about this, I don't know if it's shadow banning, a lot of competition, but I don't get the impressions. I don't get the views really, as my other channel. But maybe it's because they know about my other channel. My other channel is kind of controversial. But on this channel, I'm just talking about the gig. But anyway, about to get started, 6:30 coming up. I like to, when it get light out, I like to get started. So if I choose to stop early, I'd have made a lot of money. But yeah, cherry picking, that's my way. I mean, I don't know about your market. Maybe you live in the more upscale. That top dasher might work more in the upscale market. But my market, which you're dealing with a lot of Pookie, Ray, Juju, I gotta cherry pick. For that reason, the Shaquishas and all of them just mad at their boyfriends and stuff like that. So here I come, and for all you know, what if I look like you? But they gonna give me a bad rating or say they food ain't there? I mean, you just never know. It's a lot of reasons for me and my cherry picking. But thanks for watching. This is the gig, man. I'm gonna keep making videos, try to change this algorithm. But yeah, that's why I cherry pick. And again, for all of you dashers out there, don't get discouraged. Get that money.